Okay, hello, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all are doing good. I hope your exam went well. And even if it didn't went well, no problem. This is not the end of the world. So let's start the analysis of the paper. How was it? And like we will compare it with the last year's paper as well. Hmm. Let's start the analysis. I will start off with some basic info about the exam. The exam went like it was on 7th May. The timings are always like 2 p.m. to 5:20 p.m. 20 minutes are given extra to the students for reading and all. Mode is of course offline with there are 13 different languages by which this can happen. The exam was like it was not happening in Manipur because of some violence happening over there, but other than that you have 200 questions in the exam, out of which you have to attempt 180 only. And why is that so? Because you have majorly two sections. You have a section A and you have a section B, and in section B, you have to attempt 10 questions out of the 15 in each subject. Okay. Now, this is the question paper. There are multiple sets of the same question paper. Like in NEET, you will see a lot of different students having different kind of sets. But one thing I want to clarify over here, that even if there are a lot of different sets, it doesn't mean anything. Why? Because the level of questions will remain same, and not even the level, the questions will also remain same. It's just that the questions are switched. Like for example, right now this question based on radius of gyration is question number 1 in this set. This same question can be a 20th question in another set. So the same question can be switched from here to there, just to like so that they can stop cheating, like because students are sitting one next to one another, so they can't cheat. That's why they do something like this. But this doesn't mean that you will have different sets and all the sets will have like different level of difficulty. No, they all have the same level of difficulty. Now, so starting the analysis for the physics part right now, I want to first of all discuss the broad analysis of the paper. What am I trying to say? So according to the broad analysis, we will try to categorize all the questions in three different ways. Like first of all, I will talk about section A and then section B, and we will see that how many easy questions, how many difficult questions, and how many medium level questions were there in section A and section B. So starting off with section A, you have how many easy questions? You have 24 easy questions. Okay. Then you have 9 medium level problems. And finally, only 2 difficult questions. Now you will say, sir, how is that possible? Only 2 difficult questions? Yes, it is like that. Like the reality is this year, the physics exam was comparatively easy. It was very easy as compared to last year and like last few years. Why is that so? Because even if physics was easy, chemistry was tough. This happens. Like they can't do the same thing over and over again and again. So sometimes they make physics difficult, sometimes chemistry difficult. So this year physics was easy, and chemistry was tough. Bio was kind of medium. Okay. Now, similarly, let's talk about the section B. So when I'm talking about section B, I have how many easy questions? 8 easy questions, then 3 medium level problems, and then 4 difficult questions. Okay. Now, as this, like, you will see that, sir, there are like 4 difficult questions. Now, this doesn't mean that physics is easy. It becomes tough. No. Actually, in section B, you have to attempt only 10 questions, and you can do 8 of there, like 8 from here, and you have 3 options from here. So it's a smart way, or smart method is always try to reject or always try to ignore the difficult questions as well. This is also a strategy when you are actually going for these kind of exams. Okay. So yeah, difficult questions, how many were there? There were 4 of them. Okay. So now this was the broader analysis, like I'm just giving you the basic idea that how the exam was there. But we will actually do now the chapter wise analysis as well. So what is chapter wise analysis? From grade 11 and grade 12, you have multiple chapters. So we'll now see that from each chapter, how much you actually saw. Okay. So again, let's divide it into 2 different parts. So section A and section B. So when I'm talking about section A, so the first topic over here is, of course, everyone's favorite, that is mechanics. Okay. So from mechanics, there were a lot of questions. Total of 12 questions were there, total 12 questions, out of which, what we can say, 7 were easy, then 4 were medium level, and 1 was difficult. This is what I was talking about. See, mechanics is a very heavy topic, very deep topic, but even after such a detailed topic, you are having only 1 difficult question from the whole topic. So that's why physics exam can be considered as an easy exam. Then second topic is what we call heat. So from heat, how many overall questions were there? Only 2 questions in the like section A, only 2 questions. And out of which 1 was easy and 1 was medium, and difficult 0 difficult. Okay. Then the next topic is SHM and waves. So SHM and waves. So out of it, you have 1 easy. You have what? 0 medium and 0 difficult level questions. So you had only 1 question from this. Again, SHM is also a very important topic, very tough topic as well. And you had no questions from that topic as well, making the exam even easier. Now, next is electrodynamics. So when we talk about electrodynamics, which has 8 questions from the easy level, 3 questions from the medium level, and 1 question from the difficult level as well. So overall, how many questions? You had 12 questions from this topic. And it's obvious this particular topic includes a lot of chapters: electric charges and fields, then potential, current, electricity. So there are a lot of chapters in this topic. That's why. Next is optics. Now, optics is also a very big topic. There are 2 big chapters in it, but optics, even if it is such a big chapter, the questions are mostly easy. And the same thing happened over here as well. You had 5 questions which were in easy part, yeah, 1 in medium, and overall you had what? 6 questions from the optics topic. So this is not something new. This happens every year. In optics, you will not see that much of what? Difficult questions. Finally, you have the modern electronics. Okay. So semiconductors and all. So in that, you have how many? 5 easy questions, 1 medium, and 0 difficult questions. Overall, again, 6 questions from this topic. So this was all about the section A. Now, section A is compulsory. You cannot leave any question. But again, it's a smart move that how to attempt it. And if I'm not wrong, a lot of people will score full marks as well this year in physics, I'm saying. In physics, a lot of students will score full marks in physics. I consider that because the exam was easy in the physics part. Now, moving on to the section B, where you have what? Choice. Okay. So when you have a choice, give me a second. Now, coming on to what? The section B, again from mechanics, you have one easy question. You have one easy question. You have two medium problems and only one difficult question. Yeah, this is, I'm talking about mechanics. Overall, 4 questions were there. Then we are talking about heat. So there were no questions from heat in section B, 0 difficulty, 0 easy, and overall 0 questions. So 0 easy, 0 medium, and 0 difficult questions. Then coming on to the third topic, that is SHM and waves. So SHM and wave as well, 0 easy, 0 medium, and only one difficult question. Then coming on to electrodynamics, we have 4 easy, 1 medium, and 1 difficult question. Again, a smart choice will be leaving that difficult question because you have an option over there. Yeah. Then optics, 1 easy and 0 medium, and then 1 difficult question. Overall 2 questions. And finally, modern electronics. So overall 2 easy questions, 0 medium, and 0 difficult questions. So 2 questions will be. So this is the chapter-wise analysis of the whole exam. I am talking about section A as well as the section B. Yeah. And like by saying this, that physics exam was easy, I'm not actually lying. You can go through the exam and you will see such straightforward questions, whatever topic you will choose. Like some questions are difficult. I agree. For example, this galvanometer question is not easy. Without a doubt, this is a different question. But other than this, like this is not the whole paper. If I talk about this LCR question, if I talk about the resistance color code, or any question which you will see over here is a straightforward question. And we have done this in our sessions as well. So very easy questions. Final thing we have to do over here is the what? Class-wise analysis. So let's do it. Class-wise distribution. So yes, how many questions you saw from the 11th grade and how many questions you saw from the 12th grade? This is also an important part. Why? Because a lot of students do not cover the 11th grade and they just go for the exam with their 12th grade preparation. Multiple reasons are there, because a lot of people didn't prepared well in their 11th grade. Yeah. Or when they were in 12th grade, like most of the part from the 11th part, they actually forgot it. So this happens to a lot of students. And this is why I'm saying the 11th grade has a very important role as well. Why? Because as we saw in the exam, from the class 11, you actually saw 20 questions, which is like a very big number, 20 questions. Whereas when we talk about the class 12th, so we have how many? 30 questions. So as you all can see, of course 12th grade is important, but it doesn't mean that the like what it doesn't mean that the grade 11 is a like waste thing or something like that. So this is the whole thing. If you want to crack this exam, the basic rule and the simple rule is you have to majorly complete the syllabus. You don't have to go for extremely tough questions, that's not required. You have to do what, like you have to do good level questions, but you have to cover the 11th grade as well as the 12th grade properly to crack this exam. Okay. So this was the whole analysis for the physics part. Now you guys will also see the analysis for the chemistry part as well as bio part as well. Okay. So that's it from my side. We will meet again if we will be able to meet. Okay. That's it for today. Bye bye. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.
Hello, guys. I hope you all are good. I'm doing fine. So, as we all know, yesterday was the D-Day for all the NEET aspirants. And the reaction that I'm getting from students as far as the chemistry is concerned, it was a bit challenging this year. So, before jumping deep into the discussion, let me just give a brief introduction about myself. Hi, everyone. My name is Kajal. I'm a chemistry expert at askIITians over here. And today, what we will be doing a thorough analysis of your NEET 2023 paper. So as we all know, or as I have heard from the students' reaction, the paper of chemistry, as it was expected to be, was not that easy. It was a bit challenging, especially because of the some questions that were there from inorganic. I have gone through the paper myself, and I would be honest, if I am going through a student point of view, definitely there were some questions of inorganic which are a bit challenging. So as compared to that, yes, but rest of the portion of organic and physical was such that you people can easily stretch through it. So overall, if you are talking about that, so most of the question was lying either in the moderate or in the easy level. Yes, out of, let's say, if out of the total 50 questions, I can say on an average, 5 questions must be one which we actually put into that hard category, right? So without wasting further of our time, so let's just dive deep into the analysis. So first, what we'll be doing, we will be doing the section-wise analysis in which we will be discussing what all questions has been asked from 11th organic, from 12th organic, from 11th inorganic, from 12th inorganic, like that. We will analyze section 1 properly, section A properly. Then after that, we'll jump to section B. And then we will talk about chapter wise analysis, like how many questions have came from every chapter specifically. And then to sum it up all, what exactly we will be doing, we will be comparing the overall difficulty level of this question paper to that of the last year. All right. So let me share my screen with all of you. Just give me a second. So overall, I would definitely say that people were expecting the questions to be very straightforward. And guys, the questions were very straightforward. Most of the questions are from NCERT, and even the question that you are talking about, the one that you feel was a bit challenging, from inorganic, they were somewhere within the scope of NCERT. I cannot say that there was even a single question which were not there in the NCERT. So all the questions were there in the NCERT as expected. They are some of the questions from these hype chapters that we have, like your polymers, biomolecules, chemistry in everyday life. So overall, if I talk about the distribution of the chapter or distribution of the paper, it was a pretty decent one. They tried to cover almost each and every chapter. I don't think I was able to find even a single chapter other than, I would say, solutions, from where I was not getting even a single question. And hydrocarbons. But I think somewhere they must have asked the concept related to it, but there were no as such direct questions from solutions and hydrocarbons. But definitely hydrocarbon is such a chapter which will find its use somewhere at least. So overall, the distribution of the paper was actually very good. So that is exactly what we have. All right. So let me just share my screen with you. Just give me a moment. There's some issue with the screen sharing. Just a second. There's a technical glitch. Just give me a moment. Just give me a second. So as I discussed with you, first we'll jump to section A, then we'll jump to section B, then we'll do the chapter-wise analysis. After that, we'll try to sum it up with what was the difficulty level last year and what is the difficulty level this year, so that we can, based on that, we can predict whether the cutoff with respect to our subject, with respect to chemistry, let's say, will go on a bit higher level or a bit lower level. Then based on that, we can easily predict the overall cutoff percentage as well. So just give me a second. Let me just share my screen. Yep. All right. So I think the screen is visible for everyone. So guys, as you can see in section A, what we have done, we have divided into three categories. First of all, talking about the questions from inorganic, then from organic, and then from physical. Looking at the inorganic, which we felt was the most challenging, although. So majority of the questions, you can say. So there were more questions from the 11th grade if you're talking about as compared to the 12th one, as you can see. So we have 8 questions from 11th and we have 5 questions from 12th grade. So as far as 11th is concerned, most of the questions of inorganic was when we'll discuss the chapter wise analysis over there also we'll discuss. The questions majorly was from your obviously S block, P block of 11th grade. Then the questions were also there from chemical bonding. So in this inorganic, I've also included the questions of chemical bonding. That's why automatically the weightage of 11th grade inorganic becomes more. As far as 12th grade is concerned, majorly chapters that we have seen in section A was your one question was majorly your S block from 12th grade, majorly P block, and there was 2 questions I would say from D block elements. So these were the distribution of the thing in our inorganic part. As far as organic is concerned, so as you can say, there's a much more weightage to the 12th grade, and obviously because there were only 2 chapters of organic in the 11th grade, so we know that majority of the question must have been revolving around 12th grade of organic. And in this also, as expected every year, majority of the questions come from aldehyde ketones. Obviously, the connection of that particular chapter is not confined. So you can mix up multiple concepts, and that is exactly what we have observed over here. Other than that, as we all know, we were expecting questions from biomolecules, we were expecting questions from polymers. The questions were there. As far as 11th organic is concerned, I can say the questions were revolving around our GOC. There were 2 questions, and the questions are from GOC. One of the question was also from practical organic chemistry. There was this lasagna's test question. As expected, was supposed to be there because nowadays, as you must have discussed, and we have already have discussed throughout our preparation, these chapters slowly and gradually are getting a hype. So we know that. Coming to our physical, not even a single question, let's be honest, other than just one question, I didn't felt rest of the questions of physical were that much difficult. And when we'll discuss section B, then also we'll have the same thing. So you can see 6 questions from 11th grade and the 5th question was from 5th one. Whatever chapters were there from the 11th grade, we'll discuss in the chapter wise analysis. So if I look at the overall difficulty level, guys, you can see 17 are from the medium. So you can say around 48% of the paper of section A was falling into the easy side. 43% was medium and the remaining 9% was hard. So you can say 3 questions were hard easily. So that's not an issue. Definitely, we should expect some of the hard questions as well. Otherwise, the cutoff will skyrocket automatically. So that is another complication. So overall, I would say the section was balanced between easy and medium. Hard was very less, I would say. So this was our overall analysis of our paper, section A of the paper. So I can say around 48% of the questions fall in that easy category. So that is 17 questions. Then the 43%, as you can also see on the right hand side, it's medium. And the remaining 9% of the questions fall in the category of hard. Jumping to our section B, if we talk about, so over there also we have the same analysis based on the difficulty level and based on the branch. So as you can see in inorganic, from 11th grade, there was only one question and that one question was D block. And I would say, yes, it was a comparatively tricky question. There were multiple concepts of D block that you need to apply in this question. So I agree with you. Yes, this was actually not that much of a easy question. So over here, it would be a difficult question. I would not classify as an easy question. It would be a difficult question from my end. So it was 1. Coming to our 12th grade inorganic, the questions were revolving around P block. There was also a question from metallurgy. So that was good. Metallurgy question, blast furnace, as expected, the most important part of that chapter. The question was there from blast furnace. So overall, if I can see, okay, 1 easy question, 2 medium and 1 hard. So the thing was revolving around the medium category in this part, we can say. They were revolving around the medium category. Coming to the organic, there was 1 question. of GOC, aromatic compounds, I guess they were asking us to calculate, or not directly, indirectly they were asking us how many of them were following the Huckel's rule. That was the question from the your numerical part, or you can say section B. Overall, that was the doable part easily. So that is something I've put into the medium category because there were some cationic and anionic species also, not the neutral ones. So obviously we have to talk about the concept of conjugation as well. So that's why I'm putting it under the medium category. Now coming to our 12th organic, 4 questions. From where exactly the questions were? So majorly I felt the questions were from alcohols, ether and phenols and aldehyde and ketones as expected. One question was difficult. I can expect it to be difficult, but overall, I could say this portion also dominate in the medium region. This portion also dominate in the medium region. Now coming to our physical, which I felt was actually the easiest part of section B, the easiest. Direct formula based questions were there. No as such multi-concepts were involved. We have single concept. If we are able to identify the formula, the questions were pretty simple for us. So for 11th grade, you were having 3 questions, and for the 12th grade, you were having 2. So I think from 11th grade, we were having the question from redox reaction, it was balancing. Chemical equilibrium, it was directly finding the value of either delta G. And there was one more question, I think, that we have from our 11th grade of physical. Coming to the 12th grade, one question was from solid states. One question was also from surface chemistry. So that was interesting. So that was the overall analysis of our physical. So as easily I can say, physical was supposed to be the easiest one. Easiest one. Now in section B, as we know, guys, we had choice. Out of 15 questions, we had to attempt any 10. So even if we skip the 2 hard questions, so in the those people who were actually preparing on a serious note, they must have been found. So guys, 8 questions are in the medium category. So how much difficult it is to find 2 questions from the 8 questions were in the easy category. So I don't think it is at all difficult for us to extract the 2 questions from the medium. So this portion overall was a lot doable than section A. I can easily vouch on this thing. And as you can see, the percentage of the distribution automatically is more dominating in the easier side. So you have 54% of the questions. So you can say a total of 8 questions falling in the easy category. Then 33. So you can say a total of 5 questions falling in your medium category. And yes, 2 questions were there in the difficult category. So that's expected. Obviously, that's fine. So this was the easiest one. So this was our overall analysis based on the organic, inorganic, and physical part of section A and section B. Let's now jumping on to our chapter-wise analysis. As you can see, as I already told you as well, almost every chapter was covered. So the paper was well distributed. Hats off to that thing. But yes, there were some chapters which were dominating as such. As you can see, chemical bonding, as we were expecting it to be the most important chapter of our inorganic. So yes, there were around 3 questions from chemical kinetics. GOC, the entire organic is incomplete without GOC. So yes, there was some direct or indirect relation with GOC, definitely. Then after that, the most dominating part of inorganic went to P block. And organic, as expected, was with aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid. So this was our overall distribution. I can see that there were 4 topics that were most dominating. The first one was your chemical bonding. The second one is a P block. These are the chapters which were dominating as far as our inorganic part is concerned. These chapters were dominating with the inorganic point of view. And if we are talking about our organics, obviously we were expecting GOC to be there. And then you have aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid was the dominating part over here. In physical, the distribution was like 1 question per chapter. So as such, specifically, there was no favoritism, I would say, as far as the physical is concerned. So you can see almost 1, 2 questions were there from the physical chemistry. So as such, we cannot say that, yes, this particular chapter was given more weightage as compared to other chapter. Not exactly. So this was the overall chapter-wise distribution, guys, throughout the paper, or you can say for including both chapter section A as well as section B. Now coming to the overall distribution, in which we will be discussing how was the overall difficulty level this year as compared to the one that we have seen last year. So this is our overall distribution. So Bacha, this is the distribution of 2023. And on my right hand side, this is the difficulty level of 2022. If I compare it, we can see that obviously more questions were, or you can say more percentage were there in the easy part. More concentration was there in the easy part. 56% was there in the easy part as compared to the 50% that is there this year. So if I talk about the total number of questions, so definitely we can say around 25 questions falling under the easy category this year as compared to 28 questions last year. Then if you are looking at the medium level, so there's an increase automatically. As you can see, 40%, medium level is fine. Medium level is almost same. You were having 40% medium last year, and we were also having 40% medium this year. So overall, the distribution in the medium category was same. And if I'm talking about the question also, so yes, I can say that 20 questions was something that we can have in the medium category. Then coming to the hard part, guys, yes, this year the percentage, and that's why we are saying that overall chemistry was a bit challenging because of inorganic questions. Yes, because as you can see, there's a jump from 4% last year to 10%. This percentage may increase, may decrease. This is an individual. You can say this is my analysis. It may be a possibility. When you look at some other teacher, it may be different, but overall the average would fall under this category. So I can say we were having a total of 5 questions in the hard category. So yes, 10% overall was the difficulty level of this year. So yes, I expect, guys, this year the paper was challenging, but I am 100% sure that your preparation must have been very much better than last year. Those who are giving the paper second time, those who were giving it first time, this was like a do or die situation for us, guys. Definitely, we must have given our best. So if you felt the question was difficult, or if you felt the questions were challenging, so they were challenging for everyone. So stop doubting yourself. You have given your best this year, whatever you were able to. If there are some loopholes that are left this year, and if you are thinking about giving it again next year, this analysis will definitely gonna help you people. Also, the one that are preparing for NEET this year and they are targeting NEET 2024, definitely I would recommend you guys to go through this. As far as the overall cutoff wise thing is concerned, guys, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of changes, but I think we can expect a slight bit of an increase this year based on the trends, but overall, the thing would be same. So thank you so much for joining the session with me. I hope the analysis was useful for you people, not only the one who has given us this year, but also for the people who will be targeting next year. If you do like our analysis, and if you felt this analysis was helpful for you people, so guys, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button for your YouTube channel. We are having the courses. We are having and our NEET session 2024 has already started, but don't worry, it's never too late to start your preparation. If you want any details with respect to the enrollment thing, with respect to our course structure, just click on the description. Just click on the link in the description video. You will be redirected to our askIITians website where you will get to know every information. Thank you so much. Next, you will be having your most important part of NEET preparation, that is our biology discussion. And that will be done by our biology expert, Mrs. Ansari Ahuja, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you. Done from my end. I'll just take a leave. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. So, hello. How are you guys? I hope you people are doing great and my audio video is clear to everybody. As you people know that session is ongoing, so I don't have to tell you basic thing about if you have any query, put it in the YouTube, your live chat, because I'm simultaneously looking at the live chat also, so you can put your queries there. And also guys, share it with your friends, because this is very much important session that we are taking. You will understand NEET, because it's not only for the 12th class, because 11th class also, and who are dropping and preparing for the NEET exam. So whatever be the decision, guys, this is for everybody. You need to understand what this paper is. You need to understand the sequence, how everything changes. So without wasting time, now let's start analysis of biology subject. Let me open. Okay, guys, I suppose my screen is visible. And for confirmation, I am using my other device also. So I'll keep a check. Yeah, my screen is visible. Okay. SUV, hi, how are you? I don't know why your username it is showing that way. If you find any query, just put it there, okay? We have had sessions on physics and chemistry. So if you have missed that too, you can watch it. It's very much important, okay? Okay, then. So let's start with the analysis. Basic thing you do already know. I'll just make a quick recap that there are total 720 questions that you have to attempt. Total 200 questions were there, and you have a choice, you know, as you do know, if you see the pattern of the paper. I have added it here for your review. If you see the pattern of the paper, there is a section A, B in all of the PCMB subject, with the segregation of 35 and 15 question. So out of 35, it is like all you have to, you have to attempt all of the question. And for section B, you had to attempt only 10 question. I hope you took care of it during your exam time to keep a count on that. Suppose you solved 12 questions in this, and you were supposed to solve 10 questions. So only initial starting 10 questions will be considered. Got my point? It's like that's how it is being checked. And also, I hope it is very much clear to you how to check your marks. Suppose you are calculating your marks today, and according to you, you did 100 questions correct, you did 20 questions wrong, and you did not attempt rest of the question. So it's like 100 multiply with 4, it'll be 400, and you, because 20 questions are wrong, so it'll be minus 20 out of the score. You got my point? So whatever you do wrong, it's like you have calculated. This is how you'll be calculating it. Got it? And also, we will be sharing all the solutions and everything with you soon, because it is created. We are just quality checking the thing, and you'll be getting it soon. Okay. And I'm going to start with more analysis now. And I'll give you some other information also after that, which is about the webinars that we're conducting. Now, dear, I hope this is quite clear to you, else I can change the background if you don't like this black one. Yeah, it's much clear. Thing is that, guys, I was checking question by question, and I was watching that, how many questions are from every chapter and everything. So first of all, let's understand this thing. I always repeat in all the session that there is a segregation of topics in botany and zoology, and not about the chapters. You're getting my point? Suppose if I'm talking about plant cell, it's a botany topic. And if I'm asking about animal cell, it's a zoology topic. So there is no segregation of chapter, but of the topic. Because if you see, I segregated it, and you will understand in some chapter, like in principle of inheritance, 3 questions are in botany section and 2 are in zoology. So it's like that. You got my point? So now, dear, first of all, look at the botany section. No question from the living world, no question from biological classification, neither in zoology from this. In plant kingdom, 2 questions were there. In animal kingdom, 4 questions are there in zoology section. Morphology may 4 questions, in botany section, and anatomy may 3 questions. If you do understand, guys, in total, I'm telling you, look, in structural organization, 4 questions. Now, because you know the concept of units, if you do understand, initial 4 chapters make 1 unit. So that makes total 6 questions, and that make total 18 plus 6. How many questions? How many marks? Because these are the marks I have mentioned. So you are saying it's almost 24 marks in your exam. So you should understand that thing. And I have written weightage also, which is like chapter by chapter. Now, if you see the second unit, which is about, plants, structural organization in plants and animals, you'll understand it's like, it's like 4, 3, 4. That makes this much. I was amazed to see. I mean, it's helping a lot, right? 32, 16, 16, 32 plus 12, almost 48 marks. So it's amazing that these 3 chapters only are helping with so much marks. And people who are going to give their NEET exam this year or next year, you should clearly see it. And even I did not expect that it'll be like 48 marks, because human physiology always carry, but this, nice. Anyways, and also I was not expecting one more thing about the cell chapter. If you do understand, so just for your revision, let me tell you, on the left side, it's botany, on the right side, it's zoology. So that you remember, okay, because I'm dragging down. Now, dear, look into the cell chapter. Again, that's botany and that's zoology. So again, you look in the cell chapter, 3 questions are asked from the cell chapter, biomolecules, 4 questions, cell cycle and cell division. I was like looking into the question paper. I'm like, oh God, cell cycle, cell division, such a 2-hour chapter. It's not very detailed chapter. Hardly, if you have done it correctly, for just learning it, like it just need 2 hours. So small chapter and 7 questions. I was like amazed. And then see. So cell cycle, cell division, it came out as a surprise to me, because usually every year, because if I talk about my experience, I have been clearly watching the NEET exam closely. Every year, I'm like closely just reading all the questions for past 10 years. I'm reading it. And even past year paper, to everyone is watching, but close wala hota na, that analyzing chapter by chapter, question by question. So I was like amazed, because from cell cycle, it's like 2 questions, 3 questions maximum. So that's a new thing that happened. And by the way, guys, this year I found your question paper little conventional, because every year, everyone is experimenting in exam. Like last year, I'm going to show you analysis of last year also. Last year, assertion reason were added, statement based, new things were getting added. But this year I saw the question, the design of the question, I was like, that seems to be little conventional, wo jo matlab pehle time ke paper type ka. So I literally got that vibe, and I like the question paper, by the way. And in my heart, I never want that question paper should be so easy, because that increases on this, what do we call, competition. And if question paper is easy, there is always, a fight for the rank. Suppose there is a difference of 2 marks, and then there will be rank 2,000, 3,000 differences in the rank. You're getting my point. So anyways, this was nice. So let's move forward and into the botany. Transport में से 3 question. I did not expect that, because I expected 1 question or 2 question max. Mineral nutrition में that was okay, 2 question. Last year also it was like 2-3 question from this one. Photosynthesis, that is always expected. See, photosynthesis, respiration, that plant physiology, na, it was expected. That is not something where I was surprised in everything. So plant physiology, may if you check the marks also, it's like a good marks it is carrying, but that's expected from this one. And now, dear, let's talk about human physiology. First of all, guys, keep this thing in your mind, because you people are preparing for NEET exam and you have given your NEET exam. There were no segregation of chapters on the basis of deleted portion or something like that. NEET exam, NTA organization did not care about what NCERT is doing in the board exam. Chapters are deleted, or they were not caring. They are just giving you 5 questions extra. And they are not, it's not like in section B it is going to come, or in section A or something like that. They are putting question from deleted, and it can be in section in B, wherever. It's just that you are getting extra options to solve it. So anyways, now let's take a look at human physiology unit. These are the 7 chapters into that. But look, it is expected. This is also expected, because on an average, human physiology can help with 30 to 40 marks in between that. So it's like expected. And from every chapter, 2-1, 2-1, 3 question will always and always come. But 3 questions came on hormonal basis, and yeah, that's nice. Okay. Now, acha, by the way, guys, ye structural wala jo hai na, yahan se, as you see, 4 questions are there. Out of 4 questions, 3 questions are from cockroach only. It's like 1 question they asked for the tissue and everything I was watching, but 4 questions are from the cockroach. That was amazing. Just a second, guys. Ignore the background sound if you hear. I forgot to put my devices on silent. Thank you. Before it rings. Okay, so now, and you guys can put your queries in the chat. I'm watching. Okay. Okay, so you might be seeing these numbers very boring on the screen, but people who are very serious about the NEET exam, this is a very worth information that I'm telling. तो अगर दुश्मन को हराना है तो सबसे पहले उसको समझना बहुत जरूरी है. So this is very important task for you, and you should understand it. Amazingly, no question from reproduction in organisms. So now I will keep an insight onto the deleted portion also, so that you people can understand that part. तो reproduction की 4 मतलब first unit has 4 chapters ना, reproduction unit. So if you clearly see 12, 12, 12, 3 to 3 questions, 36 marks. So that is also expected. I always say ki this question can come. Principle on inheritance and everything, that is also expected. So these 3 chapters are there in 1 unit, which is about genetics. You see it's totally helping with 48 marks again. So that is also expected because molecular basis, and there is a segregation also. Like I told you now, botany and zoology. So you see like 6 questions and then 5 questions. So it's helping with these marks and 1 question from what do we call evolution. Okay. So total 1 question. Okay. Anyways, so 4 marks ka ho gaya na yahan se. Now, dear, let's continue. Let's talk about this next unit. By the way, your strategy chapter is deleted from the syllabus otherwise, but there was 1 question from this one. So human health and disease mein se 3 questions. In human physiology, matlab human health and disease mein all the 3 questions that I remember watching, 2 questions were match the column and 1 was, I think, assertion reason based. Yeah, I think that was the thing. Anyways, now, dear, you do understand this segregation also. Microbes and human welfare, no question. Biotechnology, say I expected even more, but that helped with 20 marks. So this is also not bad. I expected more from this, but that's fine. Actually, you know, I have written it here also that from 11th class, 58 questions and from 12th class, 42 questions. So that was like a nice segregation I found. So it was like that and nice one. Chalo. Anyways, let me just confirm it. I made my calculation on my screen also. 12th ke questions mein marks dekh leti hu ek baar. Just a second. Correct. 42. 42 count is correct. Anyways, now, dear, look at this unit. You do know that environmental issues is deleted. 2 questions were there, and that was also some of the years or something they were asking. So it's helping a lot. Look. 24 and 16, 48 again, there's all segregation of 40, 48, 48 marks. So I kind of liked it. And they have considered 3 questions from organism and population, 3 questions from this and 2 from this one. So guys, I think now you're having clear idea which all chapters are important. I have put this picture also to make you understand all over. So if you see animal kingdom, say, I'm going to highlight it. Wait. From animal kingdom, maximum question. Then from morphology, so blue and botany and zoology segregation they have written. So so blue one is what do we call botany. Anyways, now next you see structural organization in animals. It's like carrying high weightage, cell cycle and cell division, photosynthesis carrying good weightage. So you should be understanding that what has happened this year. 5 questions are carrying maximum weightage, but if you do understand, then let me show you the yellow highlighted, which is like at the 2nd level after that. Anatomy, biomolecule, transport, respiration, plant growth and plant growth hormones. I expected 1 2 question, but it was actually more. Sexual reproduction, flowering plant, and chemical coordination. It is sexual reproduction, guys. I wanted to highlight this. Human reproduction and principle, molecular basis, human health and disease, biotechnology. So these are the chapters that I've highlighted, which carried more weightage in your exam, and you should be understanding. Okay. So let's move forward, guys. Let me tell you a little more. If we segregate easy, medium, difficult in zoology and botany, look in zoology, 32 questions were medium. वैसे तो मुझे पूरा paper I was finding it like very easy. Hardly difficult question तो मतलब I did not find. Botany में तो मतलब 7 and 4 it's not a big count, so it's like medium question. Botany mein to 29 questions I found easy. I don't know, I was reading this feedback online. People are finding botany questions are tricky and all that. It's not like that. Matlab, I expected that they will be asking question ghuma ke tricky. Matlab, I was listening to physics and chemistry analysis also. I found out ki wahan pe tricky question things are there, but in bio I did not find much tricky question. Hardly 1 or 2 less. Matlab, maximum questions are factual based. All the fact that you're reading. So then a botany may say 17. So 49 questions are like medium and 40 questions easy and only 11 questions difficult. And now, guys, you see the segregation. I don't have to get into the detail. You people are understanding it. So in total, there is a 720 marks, let's say 800 marks here. 160 marks are carrying, 160 marks are carrying easy, 196. Wait, I made a calculation mistake in marks. Acha, ठीक है. Actually, for the total only. ठीक है, it's fine, leave this part. But you do understand, इसको छोड़ दो, ये वाला I'll update it later. But just understand that medium वाले questions were more. Acha, नहीं, I think I made a right calculation. That makes total 360 only. I think I didn't do any error. Acha, by the way, here you see that 196 marks are there in medium and difficult were not much. The calculations are accurate. I, for a second, thought like, it's not. So guys, I'm not gonna much spend time on this, but you people understood that what is the concept, how this exam happened. I'm going to move forward and show you my, other analysis. I already explained this thing to you. First, some question were time consuming because in medium, it's like factual based, but you people have to think about it. So time consuming as in why I have written, because I always say that you should be able to solve one question in hardly, 0.5 minutes or hardly 30 seconds, you should be able to solve it. So somewhere in some question, it's going from 30 to 40 or 45 seconds. Because I always say the kids like PCMB mein segregation should be like physics is taking more time. So you can solve it in 60 to 90 seconds, chemistry 40 to 50 seconds and bio mein 30 seconds. But there was some question which can take more than 30 seconds. So it's not too much time consuming. I don't want to stress upon that. This is the very important and interesting point I found out. And though last year I was finding, and last year it was like we were learning a lot of stuff. It was helping in the NEET, but this year I felt like, and I was telling it in the classes also that, if you're reading something extra first, you should read NCERT. So if you are giving mock paper and you feel you're achieving more than 500 marks, then you go for the detailed book, then you practice more mock paper. If you feel your marks are less than 400 or 360, you stick to your NCERT and then you should go to the detailed one. So this is the clear-cut indication I always say. So, but if you would have read NCERT, it's like helping a lot. And some of the question directly statement, they were, from the NCERT as it is statement is written. And I have already told you, paper was little conventional because I was strongly expecting ki is saal to matlab you're going to have a pictorial question, you're going to have, but it was like last year so many assertion, reason or question were there. This year was also there, but I found it like in similar kind of, it was not like too much extra. Statement based question were there, match the column and these kind of. So I found question paper very conventional, I will say, and it was interesting too. At the same time, it was interesting too. So botany was moderate to difficult in some part because I told you it's not like too much into it as compared to, if we compare. Otherwise, I did not find botany very difficult. If we compare zoology and botany, then. Okay, dear. So then what I have done, I have uploaded the question paper so as to show you. I'm not going to show physics and chemistry ka part, but directly bio. Wait a second. Question 100. Guys, also one more thing. I was telling that I'm going to make this announcement for you that we are scheduling webinars now. Your total paper will be because EFG from E1 to E6, F1 to F6 and G1 to G6. These codes you people have. And I was reading, I have gone through 4 to 5 papers since morning and I think all the questions are same. It's just that sequence is different in all the papers. So we are going to solve all the question paper live in the class on YouTube, guys. And I'm going to schedule session. In one session, we will be discussing 25 questions. So for physics, you need 2 webinars, right? You'll be attending on YouTube. And for chemistry also. And for bio, I'll keep it in 4 sessions. So 25 questions in one session we will solve. So for this week, we are working on the plan and you'll be getting notifications on your YouTube and if you are on our WhatsApp group also, if you guys are added, you'll be getting notification there too. So if you want us to, if you want to be notified, drop your information in the chat. We'll be reaching to you. Okay? So that is the thing I wanted to tell. Total 8 webinars we will be scheduling. 2 for bio. 2 for chemistry, 2 for physics. Then for bio, total 4 sessions we will conduct. So that makes 8 sessions. 25 questions will be discussed in one webinar. You should be attending because detailed solution will be provided to you for that session. Got it? Chalo. So now today I'm not going to solve this paper, but wherever I find some tricky things, I'm going to show that. I think my screen is visible. I'll increase. Last year का analysis also I'll show you. ठीक है, देख रहे हो मतलब स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन चल रहे हैं सब. हाँ, तो ये हो गया ना बॉटनी का सेक्शन. तो बेसिकली गाइस देख रहे हो मतलब डायरेक्ट फैक्चुअल बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं. यू आर जस्ट थिंकिंग अबाउट व्हाट यू हैव डन. असर्शन रीजन का एक पेज पे एक क्वेश्चन है, तो यू नो मतलब आई फाउंड दिस क्वेश्चन पेपर वेरी इजी. At places very easy. All the factual based question. I expected more questions from morphology chapter. I expected there will be a question of floral formula, floral diagram. Without any failure, such questions come in paper. It's just that Fabrice's all in AC ka difference wala question was there. Time, please keep evening according to Oman time as 3 p.m. Indian time means kids still in school. Okay, ma'am, can you tell me from where, from which batch your kid is? I'll try my best that the sessions are after 3 p.m. We'll be making the schedule. Definitely, I'll keep this thing to the consideration. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Noted. Thank you. And we'll be working on that. I'll be sitting with the team because because all the faculty have classes and all. So I'll pick all the availability, then I'll make the schedule. But definitely, I'll try my best to keep it in the evening only. Thank you, ma'am. Acha, so guys, you see this, matlab I expected assertion reason question will be more and everything, but I found little less as compared to last year. In the total paper bio mein, matlab I did not see even a single question which is diagram based. I was strongly expecting it. Matlab, I would have made a better question paper than this. It's in my head, I'm just speaking it. But yeah, it's kind of a nice question paper because it's easy. So all the assertion, I mean, it's all, you see the question paper, right? Which one of the following questions, like this type of questions also, I felt that it'll be more because you have to calculate how many statements are wrong or right. Such kind of questions, I found that it must be there, but the count was not too much high. It was like few questions only. Also, all the questions I'm finding that direct and statement assertion reason ki hai. I'm not saying that it is not there, but it's like not very like bacche ko stress nahi hoga because assertion reason question is something where kid can be stressed about. Oh God, kya hua and all that. This did not happen. And also, guys, one more thing happened last year. I would like to say that last year, what happened? India ka this session could also be seen later also. Yes, Bhupati Chinna, you can download video on your YouTube and definitely you can watch this. It'll be uploaded on our channel only. So you can definitely watch it. So what I was saying, last year what happened? India mein paper was different and in the Gulf country paper was different. Many parents become surprised on that part. But it was not a point of concern because, you know, NRI quota and people are from there. So competition is different for them and all that. And difficulty level was also same. But this year it did not happen. I did not find that the paper was different or something like that. So it's just that good luck for the kids who are going to give exam in Manipur now, because the paper, as you were mentioned earlier by other teachers also, that it is postponed and we are going to have it later. So anyways, guys, now I was talking about the question paper, all the questions, like you see, match the column questions are there, but it's like very average count. This paper was having accurate amount of all the composition of the tadka. I'll say it was a good platter. It's not like one thing is an extreme because NEET does something every year which is unexpected, which is something surprising. But yeah, one thing I found this year as I was having conversation with the kids, and they told me that chemistry was tricky. Many of the kids told me that physics mein to manage kar liya, chemistry, that little factor came out as a surprise to me because every year, matlab PCMB kids are like crying and telling ki what happened and everything. Physics may take time and everything. Still this year, some kids told me, but chemistry ka little came ki haan aisa hua, something like that. It's not like it was difficult when we compare. So anyways, and one more thing, I was expecting many kids to do a lot of, doing like all the questions correct and everything, but some told me that they made silly mistake. That something hurt me ki bhai silly mistake mat karo. So some of the kids messaged me that also. But anyways, every year it happened and many of the kids do that. We also can do it. Human errors are very normal. Anyways, guys, now look at the question. Match the column. Find the correct one, statement based. Many of the questions were statement based, which happen every year. Again, match the column, statement based. choose the correct statement, match the column. So such questions are there in accurate amount, because till now you have been observing कि starting में जो था botany वाले section में factual base था, जैसे ही zoology start हुआ, क्योंकि 150 तक आपका जो है ना ये सब botany है, 150 के 1 के बाद zoology starts, you know, C and D section. तो last section में जैसे ही zoology start होता है, you see the variations in the question now. All of them, because zoology is easy, that's why how they can play with the easy content. This is statement based, match the column. So everything you're watching in this zoology now, and I'm going to discuss all these questions. एक cell cycle वाला question याद आ गया मुझे, हाँ ये वाला. तो ये मैं I'm not going to solve question right now. I'm going to keep session for that. But I got this message from each and every student. हर एक ने motility पे click किया. हर एक ने मोटिलिटी, और तुमने क्या सोच के किया? इन द सेल लिखा है ना, और साइटोस्केलेटन 3 टाइप का होता है, इंटरमीडिएट फिलामेंट, माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स, स्पिंडल फाइबर, ट्यूबुलिन प्रोटीन, न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन. सो व्हाई nobody thought about like the 4th point? So yeah, I'll discuss this in detail, but you should understand, and I have received matlab question paper from approximately 8 to 9 students on my WhatsApp. And because they, matlab, har koi click karta hai, likhta hai apne ko, nobody just clicked on the 4th option. But anyways, we'll discuss it later. But you see, zoology may, because content is easy, they have played a lot with the question, but it's all are same. On pedigree analysis, every time some detail, nice question come, but ye itna direct question pedigree analysis में उठाया है इन्होंने, बहुत ही easy question paper आएगा इस तुम्हारा. It's very easy question paper, I believe. मतलब कि अगर तुमने zoology botany बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ा है NCERT में से, तो तुम्हारे 360 में से 360 400 बोलूंगी मैं तुम्हारे सारे ही, बट ठीक है, you people cannot attempt more than 10 question in these segment. तो definitely it should be full. 360 में से 360 भी आ सकते हैं अगर तुमने बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ा है. तो it's not like I'm expecting that you'll make errors in something. अगर errors हैं तो उसमें silly mistake वाली errors है, because इसका content ऐसा है ना बायो के पेपर का, अगर तुम गलत कर रहे हो तो तुम silly mistake की कैटेगरी में मैं उसको डालूंगी. तुम क्यों गलत कर रहे हो? It's like that, because I did not find कि हाँ तुमने गलत सोचा होगा, अच्छा ये क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट है, ऐसा कुछ थॉट ही नहीं आया भाई मुझे. हर एक क्वेश्चन मुझे ऐसा लगा अगर बच्चे ने गलत किया है तो उसकी ये गलती है, उसने गलत सोचा होगा, समथिंग लाइक दैट. तो गाइस, आपको पेपर का एनालिसिस बहुत अच्छे से समझ आ गया. आई थिंक यू पीपल अंडरस्टूड इट. ये 2022 का एनालिसिस फटाफट से दिखा देती हूँ मैं. 2022 में क्या हुआ था, यहाँ पे देख रहे हो, इजी मीडियम डिफिकल्ट का. एक सेकंड में थोड़ा सा सो दैट आपको थोड़ा सा क्रोनोलॉजी समझ आए. ये इजी मीडियम डिफिकल्ट है, आप देख रहे हो. ये ऑल ओवर वाला नहीं, एक मिनट, बायोलॉजी, हाँ ये ऑल ओवर का ही है. इजी क्वेश्चन, मीडियम नहीं, ये जूलॉजी का है, ठीक है. तो जूलॉजी में आज देख रहे हो 26 मीडियम क्वेश्चन, इजी एंड हार्ड, 5 क्वेश्चन हार्ड. तो इतना ही सेम वो है क्लासिफिकेशन. और यहाँ पे मैंने पूरा का पूरा मतलब वही सेम चार्ट ऐड किया जैसे अभी दिखाया था. तो अभी वाले में क्या था, स्ट्रक्चरल से ज्यादा क्वेश्चन थे. लास्ट ईयर भी स्ट्रक्चरल से ज्यादा क्वेश्चन थे. अभी में एक मिनट, मॉलिक्यूलर बेसिस, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ जेनेटिक्स के लास्ट ईयर कम थे, इस साल ज्यादा आए हैं. मॉलिक्यूलर के सेम ही है, मॉलिक्यूलर का इट इज सेम. बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का भी सेम आया है इस बार. आई एम हाईलाइटिंग इट सो दैट यू रिमेम्बर. एक स्ट्रक्चरल का सेम आया, ओ गॉड सॉरी, 1 सेकेंड. इस साल एक स्ट्रक्चरल का सेम आया, कंपेयर करें तो एक बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का सेम आया, मॉलिक्यूलर का सेम आया, प्रिंसिपल का इस बार थोड़ा ज्यादा आया. और हाँ, सेल साइकिल, सेल डिवीजन का ज्यादा आया इस बार, जो कि कम था. देख रहे हो, ये वाली यूनिट के पिछले साल क्वेश्चन कम थे, इस बार इन्होंने ज्यादा कर दिया. अच्छा, इसका तो सेम ही है, इट्स लाइक सेम. ह्यूमन, क्या बोलते हैं इसको, ह्यूमन फिजियोलॉजी. ऑर्गेनिज्म पॉपुलेशन का एक देख रहे हो, 4 क्वेश्चन आए थे, 1 1 1 1 1, और यहाँ से टोटल 4 4. इस बार इसका भी कंट्रीब्यूशन ज्यादा आया. इकोलॉजी का 48 मार्क्स का था ना, मैंने कैलकुलेट किया था, तो पिछले साल ये कम था. तो वेरिएशन आता रहता है. तो जब भी आप नीट एनालिसिस करते हैं गाइस, अगर आप एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं तो यू शुड बी वॉचिंग नीट एनालिसिस. और सिर्फ लास्ट ईयर की नीट एनालिसिस नहीं देखना. हमेशा आप देख रहे हो तो लास्ट ईयर पिछले 3-4 साल का देखोगे, तब आपको समझ आएगा कि कहाँ से कितना उठा है. क्योंकि वेरिएशन है भाई, इकोलॉजी में इतना वेरिएशन है, जेनेटिक्स में इतना वेरिएशन है. और शुरू के क्या बोलते हैं, ये स्ट्रक्चरल बायोलॉजिकल एनिमल किंगडम नहीं, ये सेम आया. ह्यूमन फिजियोलॉजी, ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन वाले में भी टोटल काफी क्वेश्चंस थे, इससे ज्यादा थे, इसमें भी काफी इन्होंने इंक्रीज किए. तो गाइस, आप तब सीक्वेंस को समझते हो कि कैसे क्वेश्चन के साथ प्ले कर सकते हैं. तो यू शुड बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट, ठीक है. अच्छा, तो परसेंटेज वाइज वेटेज इसको छोड़ दो। यहाँ पे डिफिकल्टी लेवल में देख रहे हो, बॉटनी में 6 क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट, इस बार भी इतना ही है, टोटल कितना ही था, 4 क्वेश्चन 7 क्वेश्चन, उतना ही है सेम, राइट। तो पिछले साल मतलब मुझे नहीं लग रहा कि इजी मीडियम डिफिकल्ट में कोई भी डिफरेंस आया है, तो इट्स ऑल सेम डेटा। बाकी तुम्हें टॉपिक वाइज समझाना था मैंने कि कैसे टॉपिक वाइज। ऊपर जुअलॉजी का था, ये बॉटनी का है कि सबसे ज्यादा बॉटनी में मॉलिक्यूलर बेसिस को क्वेश्चन आए हुए हैं, फिर प्लांट एनिमल किंगडम में से आए, मॉर्फोलॉजी में से आए, ये डेटा तो सेम ही है। तो यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड, मतलब इस साल लिविंग बर्ड से भी, पिछले साल भी नहीं आया लिविंग बर्ड से कोई क्वेश्चन, इस साल भी नहीं आया। सेल में मैं जुअलॉजी की बात कर रही हूँ, वैसे बॉटनी में भी नहीं था। सेल द यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ में बॉटनी में कुछ नहीं आया, लेकिन इस बार आया हुआ था। तो रिप्रोडक्शन में इस साल भी नहीं आया, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में इस बार आया था। तो ये 2 चैप्टर हैं, एक लिविंग वर्ल्ड और एक रिप्रोडक्शन, ये 2 चैप्टर में से कुछ भी नहीं आया इस साल और लास्ट ईयर भी। तो यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड। बाकी लास्ट ईयर का कट ऑफ है, मैंने इस साल का भी कट ऑफ देखा था, इतना ही है, वो सेम ही रहता है। 2021 का मैंने ऐड किया है, 20 का ऐड किया है। तो मैं एक काम करती हूँ गाइस, यू पीपल आर एडेड इन व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, इसका सारा कंटेंट में एनालिसिस को डॉक फाइल में डाल के, पीसीएमडी का सॉरी पीसीबी का सारा डेटा डाल के आई विल बी शेयरिंग इट विद यू, एंड तुम्हें सारा एक्सेस मिल जाएगा कंटेंट का, ठीक है। तो गाइस अभी जो हो गया होना था, यू शुड नॉट बी स्ट्रेसिंग अबाउट योर एग्जाम। मैं देख लेती हूँ आपको, ये लास्ट ईयर का पेपर है, वैसे हम लोगों ने सॉल्व किया था। इफ यू वांट आई विल बी शेयरिंग इट विद यू। ये R1 वाला है, ठीक है। अच्छा, ये वाला पीडीएफ है 2021 का, तो अभी मैंने तुम्हें 2022 का डेटा दिखाया ना, ये 2021 का है। देख लो, फर्क नहीं पड़ता, मतलब यू शुड बी हैविंग द आइडिया। यहाँ पे भी इजी मीडियम डिफिकल्ट में देखोगे तो 15 क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट है, तो हमेशा पेपर मीडियम की रेंज में ही बनता है, तो यू शुड बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट। यहाँ पे देखो बॉटनी मतलब सेम डेटा है ऊपर का। वेट, केमिस्ट्री फिजिक्स में बायो का ओपन कर देती हूँ एक बार। ये देख लो, बॉटनी के अंदर मीडियम की रेंज ज्यादा है। अब यहाँ पे भी तुम टॉपिक देखोगे तो तुम्हें पता चलेगा, मैंने पहले से, ये 2021 का बता रही हूँ मैं। एनाटॉमी के क्वेश्चन ज्यादा आए हुए हैं, जेनेटिक्स, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस, मॉलिक्यूलर बेसिस, ये तो इतने प्रिडिक्टेबल चैप्टर्स है ना कि यहाँ से आता ही आता है। प्लांट किंगडम में 5 क्वेश्चन आए, बट इस बार 2 या 3 क्वेश्चन थे, उससे ज्यादा नहीं थे। बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के मैंने इकट्ठा लिखा है, प्रिंसिपल प्रोसेस एप्लीकेशन, तो इस साल थे कुछ 5 क्वेश्चन, 4-5 क्वेश्चन, सेम ही काउंट है, उसमें ज्यादा वेरिएशन नहीं है। बट आपको देख के ये समझ आता है कि ये चैप्टर तो हर बार आते ही आते हैं। हाँ, बट बायो मॉलिक्यूल्स में से इस बार थोड़े क्वेश्चन थे, ज्यादा क्वेश्चन थे, 2-3 क्वेश्चन जो कि पहले नहीं थे, तो यू शुड बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट। एंजाइम वाले, इसके बाद जूलॉजी का देख लो फटाफट, इजी मीडियम डिफिकल्ट दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज यू क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड। हाँ, तो बायोमोलिक्यूल के क्वेश्चन सेम है, यहाँ पे 3 क्वेश्चन, ऊपर एक था तो 4 है, इस बार भी इतना ही है, तो इट्स ऑलमोस्ट सेम। एनिमल किंगडम में थे 5 क्वेश्चन, तो नहीं थे, 3 क्वेश्चन थे ना मेरे ख्याल से, तो इतना ही होगा। तो एनीवेज, आई डोंट नो व्हाई आई स्टार्टेड स्पीकिंग इन हिंदी नाउ, बट यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट। And human physiology, I don't have to stress about, it's all data same, but principal molecular chapter are something which will help you with great score. So guys, you people can clearly understand now. Please give it a sight. Screen is open in front of you. I have given you analysis of year 2023. I've given you analysis of year 2022 and 21 data is in front of you, and now you can understand how all these chapters are important, and some chapters are missing also. If you don't see any chapter in this living world, say I was surprised, a question to I chahta hai, but I don't know why they are taking that chapter for granted. Reproduction in organism, that is also. So by the way, in your syllabus 3 chapters are deleted in total, to more than that. Digestion is deleted, there was a question. Environmental issue is deleted, 2 questions were there. Digestion is a 1 question. Strategy is deleted, 1 question was from there. एक हो गया तुम्हारा, which else chapter is deleted? 11th, mineral nutrition is deleted, 2 questions from there. Transport is deleted, 2-3 questions. So transport, mineral nutrition deleted, but आ जाता है उनसे। अच्छा, तो I think 12th के भी I mentioned all, 11th के भी I mentioned all, 3 chapter deleted है, ज्यादा नहीं है। So thank you so much guys. I think we are done with the analysis, and you people clearly understood. And I'm gonna stop the screen share, guys. Just understand one more thing. I'm just telling this announcement already. We are going to keep sessions, webinar for the NEET exam. We will be opening NEET paper. We will be solving all the questions one by one. There are total 200 questions. In one webinar, total 25 questions will be discussed. You're gonna have 8 webinars in total. Announcement will be done on your YouTube. If you people are added in WhatsApp group, you will be getting notification on that thing. Got it? If you find any query related to askIITian, drop a message in your YouTube chat or reach us, support@askIITians.com. All the details are actually given into the description of this video. If you want to see the product also, guys, look into the description of the YouTube. I hope you're watching it right now. All the links are given. If you want to see any product in detail now, our online program and everything is added. So thank you so much. Share this video with your friends so that everyone gets benefit from this one. So I'll see you soon in the session. Thank you, guys. Good luck to you. Bye-bye. Take care.